Imagine this. You're going about your day when suddenly a barrage of rockets rain down. This isn't a scene from a movie. This happened in southern Israel, leading to a surprise attack from Hamas. A day like any other was transformed into a nightmare as the sky was filled with streaks of deadly intent. The unexpected onslaught from Hamas saw a spray of rockets launched into southern Israel. This was no mere skirmish, no small-scale conflict. The sheer volume of rockets was overwhelming, their destructive power undeniable. Buildings crumbled under the onslaught, people's lives were turned upside down, and the once serene landscape was scarred by the brutalities of war. But the most heartbreaking part of this assault was the human cost. Hundreds of lives were extinguished in the blink of an eye, and thousands more were left wounded, their lives forever marred by this catastrophic event. Mothers, fathers, children, friends. No one was spared the indiscriminate fury of this attack. In response to this unprecedented act, Israel's security cabinet made a decision not seen since 1973. For the first time in 50 years, Israel officially declares war. A statement that reverberates around the world, echoing the gravity of the situation. This is not a decision taken lightly. It's a response to an unexpected attack, a move made to protect and defend. It's an action that harks back to a time of great turmoil, the year being 1973, when Israel last made such a public and official statement of war. The wheels of history have turned, and we find ourselves in a moment of significant consequence. The echoes of the past are present, reminding us of the Yom Kippur War of '73, when Israel stood against the combined forces of Egypt and Syria. It was a time of great tension, of uncertainty, and of a struggle for survival. Today, the circumstances are different, yet the echoes of the past persist. The declaration of war is a response, a reaction to a surprise attack. It's a commitment to protect and defend, to stand against those who threaten peace and security. The stakes are high, the world watches on, and the significance of this moment cannot be overstated. It's a decision made in the face of adversity, a choice that signifies a readiness to respond, to act, and to protect. With war declared, Israel wasted no time in launching its response. Retaliation was swift and severe as Israel launched airstrikes against Hamas in Gaza. The skies above Gaza were filled with the ominous hum of Israeli warplanes, their deadly payloads aimed at strategic targets on the ground. Residential buildings, once the hub of bustling family life, were reduced to rubble in the blink of an eye. Offices, allegedly used by Hamas for planning and executing their operations, were not spared either. The devastation was thorough, a testament to the severity of Israel's response. The human toll of this retaliation was staggering. Over 300 lives were extinguished in this onslaught. 20 of those were innocent children. Children who were robbed of their futures, their dreams, their potential. Close to 2,000 people were wounded, their lives forever scarred by the horrors of war. The physical wounds may heal, but the mental scars will remain, an enduring reminder of this dreadful time. Amidst the chaos, Hamas fighters reportedly captured Israeli hostages during the incursion. A desperate act in a desperate situation, further escalating the already tense situation. The fate of these hostages is uncertain, their lives hanging in the balance as the conflict rages on. The situation was escalating rapidly, with international reactions pouring in. As the conflict escalated, the world watched in trepidation and took sides. Indeed, the international stage was no silent observer to the unfolding drama between Israel and Hamas. From the corridors of power in Washington, D.C., the Biden administration expressed its unequivocal condemnation of Hamas, while firmly asserting its support for Israel. A classic stance for the United States, reflecting its long-standing alliance with Israel. But what about the rest of the world? The reactions were as varied as they were complex. Some nations echoed the U.S.'s condemnation of Hamas, others criticized Israel's aggressive retaliation, while many called for an immediate ceasefire, fearing the potential for a full-scale war. The consequences of this conflict are far-reaching. In the immediate term, we've seen loss of life, destruction of infrastructure, and a deepening of animosities. And the ripple effects are felt not just in the region, but across the globe. The world economy, already grappling with a pandemic, faces further instability. The Middle East, a crucial hub for oil and gas, is once again under threat, potentially impacting energy prices worldwide. But perhaps the most significant consequence is the long-term impact on peace efforts in the region. This conflict has further polarized Israel and Palestine, making the path to a peaceful resolution even more challenging. It has also stirred up sectarian tensions, potentially fueling further conflicts in the region. In the broader context, this conflict serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the destructive potential of violence. It underscores the urgent need for diplomacy, negotiation, and mutual understanding in resolving disputes. As the dust settles, one thing is clear: the impact of this conflict will be felt for years to come.